want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And here in the early going, some teams already fulfilling their potential while others struggling out of the gate. Shaq, how big a deal are these initial outcomes?
Ernie, let me tell you something. I hated losing, period. Didn't matter if it was early, late, whatever. I expected to win every time out.
Well, the reality is of it, you have 82 games. So if you get too high,
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. And here we go, the battle between Mari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Goran Dragic. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Biyombo is checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Williams, he's checked in for Bryant. And Freak subbed in for Clarkson. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Claxton in at point guard. Brandon Bass is out there with Young. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Biyombo at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Freak dishes to Biyombo. Feeds it to Bass. Lets it go from 11. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Bass has got his first points in this one. The Heat leading by 3. And Bayless kicks to Stoudemire. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. 1:52 left in the first quarter. And Freak throws it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Kings.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Pass to Biyombo. To the paint. Here's Claxton. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
And Green gets it to go.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the Heat making a change here. Bosch is checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Pachulia, he's checked in for Biyombo. 6 to shoot. Stoudemire setting the pick for Green. And it's blocked. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Bayless kicks to Bosch. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Now, Freak. No good on the buzzer beater. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert. It's a different look for Miami. Winslow's checked in for Stoudemire. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Goran Dragic. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Biyombo is checked in for Pachulia. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Young's checked in for Bryant. And Freak subbed in for Williams. So for the Lakers right now, Claxton is in at the point. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Clarkson in at shooting guard. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks was just a man on a mission. He dropped 14 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Here's Clarkson for the three, and there's the foul. It's on Brandon Bass. That is his first foul of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Whiteside's checked in for Chris Bosh. Whiteside a screen. Dang against Bass. Dang passes to Whiteside. Fires from the wing. And it's Green missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Freak dishes to Biyombo. Now here's Clarkson. D right on him. From outside the arc, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Yeah, it could work, but I wouldn't take that approach, Clark. They should be fighting their way inside for better looks. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Claxton. That one a little long.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And Young kicks to Clarkson. Here's Freak. 14 points from him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Heat lead by 3.
Kevin, I'm here with